Why are water parks so trash?
Everyone loves to get wet, isn't that right, ladies? That's why I decided to go to America's largest indoor water park, Kalahari Resorts. They got water slides, a wave pool, chill teas, everything you could possibly want for the low price of your physical well-being. You see, water parks are like Diddy's house. They're wet, rough, and don't ask for permission. I think I got hurt on almost every slide. First slide I like to call Lazy Dog. You ride down face first on your elbows, which sounds like a tip.
Oh, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I hated those slides, bro. I'm telling you, because last time I remember I was in those slides, bro. I'm telling you, like I wasn't going down on the doggy form, right? I was going down, but I'm telling you, my elbows were like getting scraped by the rubber on that shit. That shit was like burning. It felt burnt. It felt burning, but that was not enough water on that shit, bro. I'm telling you, that shit burned the shit out of my elbow, man.
Terrible idea. And it is! Anytime someone says, just get in your elbows, you should start asking questions. Worst part was you can't wear goggles, so all you're doing is taking moody shots to the face. And at the end of the ride, they added a little hill. That way you gain a little bit of air before landing back down on your elbows. I remember just standing up afterwards like, why did I pay for this? Second slide I like to call, it's a trap, where a trap door opens up, dropping you into it. Which, to be fair, would have been great if they allowed you to wear f***ing goggles. It's hard to have fun when you take a fire hose to the face. Feel like
Yo, why don't they allow us to wear goggles? Like, what's going on, bro? Like, I don't want like water getting in my eyes. Like, what if the water has some bacteria in it and I let that shit get in my eye? Now I'm blind. Now what? Now I gotta sue your ass, right? Come on, man. Like, come on. Why would they not allow us to wear goggles?
if you went skydiving and someone's just repeatedly slapping you. Like, this is kind of ruining the experience. Third slide I like to call the pooper, because it starts off like a regular slide that connects to a giant toilet bowl that flushes you into a pool. Now, this can be a great slide, depending on how you fall. Feet first and you're fine. Head first and oh fuck, my spine! That's right, my third time playing goldfish, I went head first, causing my spine to bend backwards as I belly flopped into the pool. To make it worse, once I surfaced, I'm just getting pelted in the head by a waterfall. Now I'm crazy disoriented and a great deal of pain playing Marco Polo with a preteen lifeguard. Help me, child! Fourth slide I like to call daddy issues. Because at first it seems like a fun ride, but slowly ruins your life. Every time I hopped on that, she'd claw on my back. But like a horned up teen, I just kept getting back on, saying, this time will be different. Fifth slide I like to call surprise trans, where everything's going great until they get rock hard. You see, this slide leads to
Yo, why the hell did the female get rock hard? It's supposed to be the dude, right? So so what's messed up going on over here, bro? This is like, bro. What is this, bro? Come on, man. Like, come on, bro. This is not this video is weird as hell, bro. Why am I watching it?
a 7-foot pool where you gotta swim your way to the exit. No big deal, right? Wrong, because the pool goes from 7 to 4 feet with no warning. It's not a progressive gradient either, just a surprise concrete stair. But damn, I didn't realize you had an Adam's apple. Sixth slide I like to call the tease. It's right next to surprise trans, which makes you think you're gonna land in a 7-foot pool. Nope, that's 3 feet max. So after landing, I go to stand up and slam my shin against the ground. I'm like, mother of tits. That's why I decided to take a break.
I think that shit was only meant for kids, buddy. I don't think you was supposed to like go in there, bro. I think you just kind of like stupid, bro.
And go to the wave pool. Now, when I say wave pool, what do you think of? Is it waves? Not this one. Ripple, sure, but waves? No. It felt more like being in a bathtub with your autistic cousin, only with less piss. They should have called it
Bro. You take bath with your cousins, bro? I'm telling you, I take bath with nobody, bro. I'm telling you, when I was like 3 years old, bro, I took a bath with myself. That's a real man right there.
the Kai Cenat, because it was a little bitch. Like, get it together and start drowning some toddlers. Part of the excitement is trying to save small children. Billy, grab on! Billy! Then I went to the floating basketball hoops, which had a huge sign that said no dunking, which was just ridiculous. First off, everyone there was white, so I don't think it'd be a problem. Plus, we're in a pool. I mean, talk about black people.
Whoa, bro, this is racist, bro. What do you mean only, bro? Not all black people can dunk, bro. Not all black people can dunk. You just assuming that now at this point. At this point, you just assuming. At this point, you just saying that black people can only dunk and white people can. Like, come on, man. This is just out of pocket at this point. Out of pocket, man. Come on.
Kryptonite. Anyway, I'm playing for a bit until a child starts splashing me. I politely asked him to stop, but like your FAP sessions, he kept going. So I did the only logical thing.
Bro, stop doing this weird shit, bro. I'm trying to enjoy the video, but I can't after seeing this part, man.
spiked a ball in his face. He starts crying and I start laughing, saying, "What did you learn?" Unfortunately, he didn't stop crying, and the preteen lifeguard whistles for me to get out of the pool. As I'm exiting, I'm confronted by the kid's 15-year-old brother who starts threatening me, saying, "Yo, that's my brother you hit." And I'm like, maybe you should play better defense. Now, before I get butthurt comments of, "How can you hit a child?" Balls are made of a foam, okay? How much damage could I possibly have done? Besides, you should never f with someone bigger than you. If Rihanna learned that lesson, that kid can too. Anyway, I was getting tired of children, so I went to the adults-only section called The Grotto. And ooh, this area was nice. And mood lighting, a swim-up bar, and best of all, no children! Only problem was there was almost no one there. So I'm chit-chatting with the bartender for a bit until two fine honeys enter the pool. One had a cheetah print bikini on, and my Johnson's like, time to make this kitty purr. So I approach.
Oh my god, bro! Oh my god, that is so. Oh my god, I kind of don't want to be seeing that, bro. Oh my god, bro.
Them, and it could not have gone worse. After introducing myself, the cheetah print girl says, "So, who did you come here with?" No one. "So you came to a water park alone?" "Well, I just moved here." "So you don't have any friends?" "Well, some people I met." "Really? Then where are they?" "Well, I felt a little presumptuous to invite them to a place where they gotta be half naked." "Sounds like you don't have any friends." "Well, just like you aren't making it easy. Who you calling a bitch, you loser?" That's when I decided to be the bigger person and walk away. Right after splashing with. So now there's only about an hour left, and both my body and ego are hurting. Normally I just leave, but I was determined to have a positive experience. That's when I see the Flow Rider or surfing simulator. Now, I never skateboarded or surfed before, but thought, how hard could it be? Spoiler alert, pretty goddamn hard! Turns out the only thing f***ing me that day was my balance. Because as soon as I hopped on the board, I just went face first into the wave and slid my way to the top.
But I've never tried that before. It kind of looks low-key fun. I kind of want to try it. I might actually try it very, very, very soon. I gotta lie. Wow. Damn, bro. Bro, it's been 4 minutes. This video is literally about to end. A short-ass video.
And took the walk of shame back down, saying, "Okay, let's try this again." The kid running it says, "Why did you lean forward?" I'm like, "Because I wanted to RKO myself." "What do you think happened? This is my first time doing this. Cut me sincere." He says, "Here, just hold my hands and start bouncing on the board. I'll guide you in." So I start bouncing and slowly work my way into the wave. As soon as he lets go, my board starts to spin, and I'm like, no. Then I fell backwards, slamming my head against the mat. Concussion has entered the chat. Yeah, after all the scrapes and bruises, I ended my water park experience with a concussion. Ringing in my ears, bright lights, massive headache. I had it all. Almost like God was trying to shake some sense into me. "You didn't learn your lessons on the slides? Here, maybe this will teach you." So anyone thinking about going to a water park, just don't.
Yo, have you guys ever actually you remember last time? Yeah, have you guys ever rode a bike and you're running down like a hill, but this hill goes straight down, and this is your first time, bro. I think the first time I ever rode a bike, I think it was going down the hill, bro. I'm telling you, it was the worst experience ever, bro, because I did not know. And the worst thing, that bike had no brakes. It was my cousin bike. It had no brakes. I was going straight down the hill, and then one stop. I had to press my feet. To make it stop. Worst decision ever. My whole skin on my feet came right off. And bro, I'm telling you, I crashed so hard into the ground. Boy, I best believe I was crying like a bitch. I'm telling you. Wow, that's why. And then after that, I continued doing it, and then boom, not nowhere. I started, and then I learned how to ride a bike. It took me like 2 days probably.
Because water parks are like road trips with your uncle. Sounds like a fun time until they start beating your meat.
Yo, that was a pretty interesting video. I actually kind of enjoyed that video. That video was but it was also kind of weird to begin with, actually. And also, if you made it to the end of this video, please make sure you guys like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, please make sure I want to get to 10K subscribers. And make sure send it to your friends and family so you can see my videos too. And that's all I gotta say. Shadow Storm X3S out.